St. Luke, Gospel according. Okay? This is what I've been talking about. Elizabeth and Mary were cousins. Okay? So Mary, Elizabeth were cousins. Elizabeth would bear a son, but was barren. Okay? So Elizabeth would bear a son that was barren. Mary, who is a virgin, it was Gabriel that came to Elizabeth and what was it? It was let's see, on the 5th month after Elizabeth was conceived. For 5 months, she hid herself for 5 months. In the 6th month, Gabriel went to Mary, a virgin, and told her she would conceive in the womb a son. Also, call him Jesus. Oh, Gabriel also told Elizabeth to call this one John. So we have John and Jesus, okay? John the Baptist, Jesus the Christ, okay? That's two. That's two. That's two. In the 6th month, Gabriel went to Mary to tell her that she's doing the same thing and that it's very possible because Elizabeth, her cousin, the same thing is happening. So what did Mary do? Mary went there and stayed for 3 months and then returned back to her own home. So Mary was there for John's birth. Mary was there for John's birth and then went back home to birth the Son of God. Both of them hold favor from the house of David, right? Two sons, okay? 2 sons. Now I'm going to get your mind thinking. All right, here's a flat earth model. Don't mind the moon because the moon moves all over the place. It doesn't. This is why I don't agree with the flat earth model. But this is a pretty close model right here. Now, during the flood, how hard would it be for that sun to drop down and melt the ice around, which water would come in, correct? Now, by fire also, how hard would it be for that sun to drop down on the land? And if you can see, even in a model like this, which is almost exact, and if you look at Google Earth and stuff like that, you can see what looks like to be a big ball of something that comes across the ground. So the flood is due to the sun dropping. So the civilization before us took energy out of the air. Now that dropped the ionosphere. That was messing with the atmosphere. And that's why the mud flood and all that stuff happened. Now, chemtrailing today is doing the exact same thing. Is what I think is they have all these UFOs and stuff like that, old technology and all this stuff, and they've made it better. And is what they're going to do is bring upon a fake rapture. You know, people are going to think it's a rapture. Oh, I wasn't raptured, blah, blah, blah. But is what they're going to do is they're going to take a bunch of people to these other continents because there's way more continents out there than what you know. More lands, more people, all sorts of stuff. So they're going to they're dropping the ionosphere. Don't you think it's weird that you're warmer in the sunlight than you are in the shade right now? Isn't that weird? Don't you find it odd that it's extremely cold but then extremely hot? And that we're seeing stuff like this in the sky coming from these trails and stuff like that? Like, honestly, people, Why won't anybody, like Greta Thunberg or whatever that woman's name is, the little girl's name, these climate activists, why aren't these climate activists talking about chemtrailing? I don't understand. How come every time I talk about chemtrailing, the conversation goes dead or people change the subject? Why? What are you so afraid of? What are you trying to prevent? And has it gotten to the point of no return that if they did stop chemtrailing, that the sun will drop like that? Now, what if Mary is a representation of Mother Earth? Let me know what you think. Comment. Hit me up through email, apple59@gmail. Stay safe. Be blessed, brothers, sisters.
Like a sting from a scorpion, 5 months torturing, keep the faith with the seal. Bible as a guide, this ain't story time. Change the world, rewritten through time. Lead us to destruction, lead us to understanding. As I rap on this beat, leading every home. God's word, Jesus our teacher. Holy Spirit over the evil versus good. We are few, never see us. My King made his debut. Coming to a vessel near you, only coming down, demon folding in the path. Government deceit, planned in advance. Use the Bible as a guide. UFO, paid in full, take you up the branch to be burned. Rain and blood from the sky, force the sun to rapture in the mind. The sky, force the sun to rapture in the mind. The sky, force the sun to rapture in the mind.